Hello my succulent friends, it's me Suze and I'm back. How are you all? It's my chair out there, that's where I was sitting yesterday. What a great view I have when I sit there. Anyway, so how did you like yesterday's video? That was fun, wasn't it, with the variegation. So another fellow succulent lover, Repotting Daddy, he is on Instagram, he's got a great feed, go check him out. And he was very helpful yesterday because he caught my post on it. Hi, Repotting Daddy. So he was saying that with variegation, it can happen randomly and it can revert back, which makes sense, So let's see how that all plays out. Eve, she's such a clever cookie. She made a comment in regards to, did I take note of which flower bloom came off that variegated one? No, I did not. And I did think about it after the fact, which is a bit of a bummer because yes, you can see where the logic she's going with that is that potentially any pups from that flower bloom could have that variegated strain on them. So all I can do now is go back on my old footage and videos and compare the flower blooms that I've got here and try and figure out by elimination using my Snoopy skills and try and figure out by looking at them which one is which. But I've got a feeling that ship has sailed. Never mind, it is what it is, isn't it? But I'm just grateful I didn't chop them up yet because I nearly chopped them up yesterday at the end of the video. Alright, today is a glorious day. I'm not sure of what the temperature forecast is, but it is a light breeze, it's pleasant. So I just got a flash of inspiration this morning thinking this little arrangement, I've got it here with me. I'll show you in some better light in a minute, but it has a bunch of little random delicates and I did a cute little post on it on Instagram and everybody loved it and I love it too. So I was inspired by this and I decided to take a whole bunch of, I'm just going to put it down, take a whole bunch of little cuttings, like little, small, and particularly with the succulents I've been collecting lately that are a little bit more delicate, and I thought I might make an arrangement. So I've actually set up a different workstation where I can sit down. I've pulled out my laptop table and so I'm going to work on that, which is lower, and I've pulled up a chair, so let's get into it. Well, literally I haven't moved, I've just turned around to my right and I've set up my table here, so I'm still sitting down, which I'm really pleased about. This could be a new thing for me. Alright, this adorable little pot, it's probably the only one I have that has little feet. Little feet pots are really good for succulents for airflow, apparently, so the air can get under there. I don't have a lot of them, but incidentally, that is true. And I bought this at the Flower and Garden Show in Melbourne a couple of years back now. 2019 was the last one they had, I think, before all the COVID restrictions. Anyway, I digress. There was a cute little stall and he sold this with Sedum tricolour in there, and I only have a little bit there left and a little bit there left. The thing about Sedum, these tricolours, these really fine, thin leaves, they dry and shrivel up very quickly, so they're a little bit on the fussy side. So the whole pot was quite sparse. I mean, there was more tricolour at the time, but I kept just adding little things in there. I think it was the pink jelly beans to fill it up a bit. I had this little bear paw cutting, so I stuck that in there, and then I just started adding to it, just filling in the gaps, and so it happened really not with a lot of intention. Alright, so here is the tray of all the little bits and pieces that I took this morning, and on my wheelie table here, these are a few little, let's just call them leaf babies, just to simplify it. And so I thought I'm going to try my very best to cram all of those in this pot. So if you recall, last time I potted up some plants, I bought some pots from Daiso, a Japanese sort of discount store that's now in Australia and happens to be at my local shopping centre. Yay for me! I have a very big shopping centre in walking distance from my house, so that is one of the reasons why I like living here. Anyway. So I didn't finish. I had one pot left over, and this is it here. So hopefully I can get a lot of this stuff in there. Like I was saying with the other pot, it sort of just evolved on its own by just placing a bit in here and there periodically, but this time I'm doing it with a lot more intention. So I hope I don't put pressure on myself to make this look good. I'll try my very best to tell you all the names of all these little ones, but I might just pull them out and have a bit of a look-see at what we've got. Because initially I didn't think I was going to get that many, and it turned out I was finding all sorts of things everywhere. So string of buttons. This was off the top of one that I had recently cut off, and as you probably well aware, with these stacking types like this, when you do a cut, you usually get two fresh ones. It's how they sort of really dense out. Anyway, alright, this is a little Darrenbergii. I think I got 2 of them. Aren't they adorable? Yeah, I haven't had a manicure in ages. I just thought I'd give my nails a break from putting all the extensions on, and then lockdown happened. Yay! Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's good. I can actually type on the computer and scratch things I couldn't scratch properly before. This is from a very cute aeonium. So these are some really cute little small aeoniums. I'll put the full name up there for you. Okay, this is something, little gems. I love that red foliage, so cute. Yes, we got some Crassulas tom thumbs. So they had just flowered, and I snipped off all the I pinched off all the tips with my fingers, and I might just tidy that up a little bit, because that's where the new growth is going to happen. Yeah, and so this is where the previous cut was, and it's split, so forth. Okay, so they're very cute and miniature. I love these. This can add a different dimension in the arrangement. What else? I pulled out some jelly beans and my props, my propagations, 2 red ones, 1 pink one. I might have taken another one too. What do we got here? Oh, I just took a snip of something, and I don't really know what it is, but that's cute. It's a little head growing. These are the same ones of the cuttings we did recently. Rogii. the silk variegated ones. I deliberately looked for some smaller heads. This is from that same arrangement. Remember with the round ones, that was the white stone crop. I think I didn't have a lot of heads, so I just took one. I'll use my tweezers now since we're getting to delicate area. What was this one called? Carolina? Love this stuff. It's so, it's awesome. Looks great when there's a lot of it. And that little grey, the little grey margins, tips, sublime. This is some sort of variegation. They're quite popular. I only got a little bit. I've forgotten the name. Might be a little missy. I'm not sure. I'm sure some of you will know it. This came out of one of my propagation trays. It's a little crest of some sort. Oh, I know which one it is. It's from a grim one. That would look quite special in there. I'll add the name of this one in on the video. I can kind of see it in my mind, but I don't know how to pronounce it and stuff. Anyway, very cute. Only took a little bit of that. I got some little cactuses. I think they call these the thimble ones. I love how these grow, and they really just pop in a little miniature arrangement. This came from a cutting from my friend Josie Succulents. Janet, you've told me the name before, but I wasn't organised enough to go and write the name down. I think it's got Angel or Angela. I'll probably be able to find it now that I know it. But I love the lime green colours. And Josie told me it gets quite pink when it's stressed. So I've got a piece there that's doing that. So that is sweet. Okay, this is like a little fuzzy little sedum. I think it's got Daisy in the name. I've only got a tiny little bit of that somewhere, so I just took off a little bit. I took a little snip of some pixie beads. Oh, that reminds me, there was something else I wanted to snip, it just went into my brain. Oh, chain of hearts, that's right, there's some chain of hearts to the side of me. The end bits look a little bit scraggly, but that's okay. Right, so I just took a little snip. It's not the best bits, but it is getting on the long side. I could probably do with a little haircut. And you can see it's flowering, so this is its growing season. So I'm wondering if I can work that in a little bit. What are these ones? These are cute little Crassulas. I love the shape of the leaf. It's very different, so it adds a lot of nice dimension. These are tiny little cuttings from Mendo's Grap. I think it's a Grap Pedlin. Anyway, leaf babies, and then I took cuttings off those. So I love I think that colour will work nicely because it's got a real sort of light grey hue. Do you like this rock? I found it last time we were at the beach. These sort of rocks are really good for arrangements and weights on those windy days. This is Crassula David. I've got a lot of this stuff growing everywhere, very hardy. That is good. I think there's a few more pieces, yeah. Okay, matcha latte. I showed you recently. I told you there was, this is actually what started it off in my mind, is I thought, oh, I'll go and take a little bit off this. And next thing I know, I'm taking cuttings everywhere. That's quite a good amount. I think that's a Crassula as well. Kalanchoe. This is candy cane, which gets a really bright pink flower. But right now, the ones I've got are very stressed red, and I like the scalloped shaped leaves. So this colour will add another level of dimension to things. I've got one tiny little multi-sep. I recently bought some, so it's still kind of young, so I didn't want to chop that up too much, but a little piece in there would be fun. This is more of this stuff, which now, even though this is quite small, looks gigantic to all of this stuff. Oh, and this is the lilac mound, although it's not looking lilac-y now. I snipped out a few pieces. I think I did alright with the names today. Well done, Susie Peasy. Susie Peasy, that's what Josie, my friend, she calls me every once in a while. Well, it occurred to me that this rock that I was using for weight might actually be cool to use. So I'm thinking, once you get your starting point, try and find something like that to work around. Is a good place to start. And yeah, so once you get something happening, you kind of just start working from that spot. And so I'm thinking these being larger than the rest of everything could look really nice right behind here. Can't use my wheelie table, my wheelie thingamajiggy, my lazy Susan, because my babies are on there, but it should be fine. My friend Josie's sending me some of her favourite songs. I see some of her notifications popping up. She sent me a cool track to listen to. I really liked it, and so I said, more please. Anyway, so she's sending me a whole bunch. And she's like, I hope I'm not sending you too many. I'm like, no, it's great. So what I do is we use Spotify, so I'll just drop them all in a playlist and cruise through them later. I do need some new listening material. I don't know if I'm overdoing it with the stuff in the back. I might be. I do like this coloured, this piece here, this colour. So I'll probably grow and lay on that, which would be nice. Okay, piece fell out. So we'll replace it with this piece. Oh, that looks better. This is good. Now what I'm noticing is the stress colours picking up the warmth in this rock. Alright. Now try and work with the larger pieces first. So this tom thumb, I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of it. It's not bad there. So you want to fill it up a bit more. Is that overkill? Yeah, I like this shape to the rock. I feel like that might not be a good idea. Let's try that there. Yeah, I think we'll just do one little piece. Oh, hang on. Maybe this one little piece, which has more. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay. I'm actually thinking I might want to cut those. I'll wait. I don't know what this is. I've got a feeling it might be a Morning Beauty pup. I have some hanging baskets where I just throw random stuff in there from time to time where I don't know where to put them, but I know it can look nice with some time, and I found that in there. So that is nice. Oh gosh, I just don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not going to think about it, just pop them in. Pop them in, pop them in, pop them in, pin me. Oh, this is a tiny little golden goddess head that I just snipped off. It was growing off one of the scraggly bits that I've got somewhere. So that worked out well. There's a high probability that some of this stuff I'm going to redo completely. You know, that's pretty typical of me. These pixie beans, I'm thinking I might try and bury that in somewhere. Yeah. I don't have to go too far in, besides there should be, you know, I want to fill up stuff around it so you won't even notice it. Let's try this little gem stuff. So I think that colour will pop nicely. Put both of those pieces there. Yeah. Let me zoom in for you. So you know, I'll just lift it up to the camera. Right. This stuff towards the edge is a good spot because it can creep over. That's cool. What I might do is just fill up this, work with this space. I want something a little bit more contrasting. Hang on. Very fiddly stuff. I think a cactus thimble. Here's what we need. Yes, yes. How about this little sweetheart? Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. So I'm just thinking about putting different, not trying to contrast the colours a little bit and texture. But really, however you do this, you really probably can't go wrong. So I want to keep this intact or separate it. Actually, I could do that. That is good. Stuff will get kind of sizely, so maybe, yeah, I don't know. Let's try that. I feel like that's a bit of a contrast there. Maybe at the front. So who else likes to do little arrangements like this with your little babies? Drop me a comment if you find this enjoyable and you've done a few yourself. I remember when I first started noticing succulents, and you'd see these cute little arrangements, And you think, oh, well, how long do they last when they grow? You know, how do you maintain these? I found it a little bit perplexing. But so if you're one of those people thinking that, well, what happens is, depending on the succulent, you know, some succulents will grow at a similar rate, whereas others grow a lot faster, and you may find some parts of the arrangement may get a little bit leggy, or you know, unbalanced as far as size ratio between them. And if that does happen, you know, just reset it, take it apart, take a cutting. Oh, this is looking really adorable. But generally speaking, I think succulents like growing together. They like a little company. And I like the term, they start to knit together. Like as they grow, they really, you know, come together. And so most cases, particularly because if they're cuttings, they should stay like how you arrange it for quite a while. Maybe a couple of months down the track, you may need to do a little maintenance on them, but that's also very enjoyable, and some of them might surprise you and grow quite fast or offset a lot. And you know, you can use those offsets in new arrangements or spread them around. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say for the newbies, don't think about that stuff, just do it, just put them together, and they should be fine as it is for quite a while. Especially if you've bought one off somebody else, they probably know what they're doing. There's a good chance they might have planned the arrangement. Then again, maybe not. But have fun, give it a go. It's really quite satisfying to express your creativity like this. Oh, too cute, too cute. Golly gosh, what was that? This foliage on this little sedum, it's a little bit, has a sticky, tacky foliage. What else? Oh, the scallops. Kalanchoe, but the scalloped leaves. Oh yes, just as good. Put them together. Yeah, why not? Oh, the stone, the white stone one. You'd be surprised how much you can actually cram in. Obviously you want them all to... Sorry, I'm getting distracted, hang on. You want to sort of highlight all of them in a way that they don't get lost, but at the same time you want to sort of just get as much as possible in there. I'll just put you aside for a minute. And just, if you're new and this is something you haven't tried yet, just lay it on top. Don't worry about really planting it in there. The roots will grow and they will find they'll find the soil. I put this one in my other arrangement. It's so tiny. Huh. Okay, some of the lilac stuff. Where can I fit you? That's good. I think we need a little bit more of this cactusy stuff. A little okay, I've got a little man overboard. Just trying to make a break for it, but I don't think so. Maybe that's a little bit too big. Maybe the smaller piece. Just going to cut it, make it a bit smaller. Do I have my scissors on? Never mind, I'll just use my nails. Take this one out. How cute is this already? What have I not got in there? I think I want some more of this lilac stuff. It's getting a little lost in there. It will pop its head up. It will pop its head up when it grows. Tad more. Yeah, I'll just put it all in the one spot. Really make it a bit more prominent looking. Yes. What is this? Don't know. Oh, I didn't even do this matcha stuff. Oh my goodness. I might be close to full capacity here. Okay, now how can I get some of this hearts in there? I probably should have put that in first. I didn't think about it. I want to sort of weave the vine in where we can't see it. Josie's sending me another song. Her and I got similar tastes in music, which is good. I should put this in first. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is just cut. This may not take, it may be too small. Yeah, okay, how about we just remove this stuff for a minute. So you probably won't see it at first until it establishes, and then it'll probably start popping out a bit. You could also hang it. Don't worry about these pieces falling out, because once it's done I won't be touching it and they'll be fine. I probably should have just trimmed that. Okay, what did I lose? Where did it go? Don't step on anything with your feet. Oh, there it is. Oh. I felt like there was something else that might have fallen out with it. I can't see it. Oh well. Probably not. I don't know. That's my thinking sound. I click like a dolphin. Squish a bit more of this in there. I probably could have stopped quite a few little cuttings ago. I am really pushing it now, but I've cut them, so I might as well try. Where's my scissors? Oh, hang on, let me just snip that. It's too much. Ah! Don't worry, I'm not worried. I will not be satisfied until they're all in with their little happy faces smiling back at me. Right, my multi-step. I'll try you there. Oh, I really am pushing the limit here, aren't I? My scissors. Oh, they're right there. Dum dum. So Ern was saying, saying he liked the sound of the magpies in yesterday's video. I didn't notice them, to be honest, but you know, magpies sometimes are in your, like the background sound of your life. You don't really notice them too much. But I do have a family of magpies that like to live in the front garden. They don't come out to the back garden too much because of the dogs. But at one stage, my husband was enjoying feeding them little scraps of meat and stuff, and they actually got quite tame, and he was able to get them to sort of, I think he got one to fly close to him, sit on his arm or something. They got quite friendly, but then they get past that stage and they get kind of well, they bring their whole crew along, family, and they started to become a little bit pesky. But usually when the dogs are running around, they don't hang out. But anyway, they do hang out in the front yard. I do like magpies a lot. Well, I didn't get it all in, but that's okay. But I think I got to say enough. Oh, I didn't even get these in. Huh. Maybe I need to do another one. All right. Well, there it is. How sweet is that? I'm not going to put them in direct sunlight. I'll leave them here under the pergola somewhere and just let them settle in and, you know, just look beautiful for me. Right, well, let's see what we've got left. So there it is, that's what's left. So what to do with that? Well, I'm probably going to find some other little arrangements that got some spare real estate space and probably add them in there. So what do you think? There it is, all complete. I love the rock. I think that's a nice feature. Succulents are so beautiful, aren't they? So obvious why we're enamored with them. So inspired by that, and we create that. I hope I've inspired you too. So give it a go, have some fun. You don't think, well, I don't have enough cuttings. You'll be surprised what you can find if you just go and make a few little snips. And you know what, you don't need as much as I put in there. Just a few. Use some features like a rock or crystals, or even shells are really good to fill up those spaces. And in time, as things grow, just spread it around a little bit. Okay, I should spend some time in my front garden and do the boring stuff, which is the weeding and some maintenance work that's well overdue there. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you again for stopping by on my channel. Thank you to the new subscribers I've got I've hit over 600, so this is exciting. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Drop me a comment, introduce yourself. I'd love to meet you. And if you feel inclined, please press the subscribe button. Alright, bye for now. I wanted to sincerely thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you liked it and subscribed to my channel. Also, you can find me as S for Succulents on my Instagram and Facebook page, where I post daily photos with tips and information. So come and hang out with me there. It's a great place to chat and connect. Thank you.